You finally recovered from the plague. No, no, I'm not. I'm not fully recovered. I still have issues with the fatigue and loss of sense of smell is still gone. You bought this game. Is it fun? I enjoy it, bro. I enjoy it. I like it. It's a nice chill game. It's not super well. There's not. It's not a lot of super action, but there can be sometimes. But it's pretty chill, and I like it. So, time to feel the effects. Yeah, but I've been talking to other people that have had it too, and some people have kind of the same stuff. I mean, some people are like, yeah, I'd only had it for like a week or two, and then it was fine. And then other people are in year one still, and they still haven't got their sense of taste and smell back, or they've got some fatigue issues that lasted longer than a month, that kind of stuff. And this is technically just, let's see, my first symptoms showed up on the 27th of December, so just a month for me. Mrs. Gimpy's fine though. All of Mrs. Gimpy's symptoms are gone. You know, she's been pretty good for the last week and a half, 2 weeks, something like that. So for her, it didn't last very long. Well, to be honest, the sense of taste and smell doesn't really bother me, because the side effect of that is I've lost a few pounds because I'm not eating as much. So there's a good side effect to that. And the fatigue is something I'm not unused to because of multiple sclerosis. I have MS fatigue. I've had that for 18, 19 years now, if not longer. And so it's not something I'm not unused to. It's just that the combination of the two is what sucks. Because when it was the first 2 weeks, it's like I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to sit on the couch and just sleep if I could. You know, I'd just sit on the couch, watch some TV, and then I'd fall asleep. That's what I did for the first week. And the second week was sit on the couch, watch some TV, doze off, watch more TV, doze off. And now I'm down to, I don't have to take naps anymore, but I'm still sleeping like 10 hours a night. So, and that's the big deal. And even with the MS fatigue is normally, you know, I usually sleep 8 to 9 hours with that. You know, go to bed at 10 o'clock at night, get up at 6 in the morning. Or 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, not so bad. But now with the COVID kicked into it, it's an extra hour or so of sleep. So go to bed at 9, 10 o'clock, don't get up until 7 or 8. So it sucks because I'm losing time that I could be using doing something else. But the thing is when I say I'm sleeping 10 hours, I mean I'm sleeping 10 hours through, which is kind of unusual for me anyway. Because even with the MS fatigue I still have this thing of waking up in the middle of the night because my feet will start buzzing sometime. And, you know, it wakes me up like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning sometimes. And then I run into insomnia and that kind of fun stuff, which is a different thing entirely. But with the combination of the two fatigues working together, bam, 10 hours sleep, no problem. So, you know, it's just, and it's, I'm you know, fairly well rested when I wake up, but you know, once the afternoon rolls around, you know, I start dragging and that kind of stuff, and by the time they get to the end of the stream, it's like, okay, that's it, and I'm done, you know. And usually, you know, after the stream, eat dinner and then sit down on the couch and just, you know, chill for a couple hours. So usually how it goes. So, you know, the dogs are friggin' thrilled. They love COVID. They've loved COVID so much, especially the first 2 weeks. They friggin' loved it because it was just me and Gimpy, or me and Mrs. Gimpy basically just sitting on the couch, and the dogs were there right with us. So they loved it. They totally loved it because we weren't up and moving around. Her specifically, because, you know, she just didn't feel like doing anything either for the first week. And so it was just the two of us sitting on the couch with the dogs, and they loved it. So. Well, Brew, you know, there's ways around that, you know. Don't drink so much. Your sleeps do wonder for your health. I would think so, but not as much as you think. Not as much as you think. Because the problem with sleeping for 10 hours is that only gives you, what, 14 hours when you wake up to get stuff done. And you'd be surprised how much, when you lose an hour in the day, an hour or two of sleep when you get an extra hour or two of sleep a day, it's amazing how much stuff you lose during the day that you would normally get done. So, it's not the end of the world. I hope it, eventually ends, because, it's just, I was in the habit of getting up at like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning and getting my stream stuff done early before breakfast. And I haven't been able to get that done, in the last few weeks or last month. So it kind of sucks. Grapeside bladder with the watermelon size, prostate and drugs. Oh, well, yeah. Hours sleep, 16-hour work, no life. Oh, that's the other side of the thing, balls. You don't want to do that either. 3 to 4 hours of sleep that's bad. That's bad. So, anyway, I should get started playing this. Otherwise, I can talk about this shit all day.